It's been a minute since I made a video, but you know what? It's actually even been longer since I've gone to the store and actually bought some cards. Finally, I decided to go, stop making an excuse, stop putting my family first, start putting the needs of my wife, start putting the needs of my family, and just go ahead and take a second for myself and go to the card store. Now, of course, I went and did some errands, and coming back, I decided to stop by. I had a couple bucks in my wallet, and I'm like, okay, cool, let's go ahead and do this. And honestly, so let's go ahead and reflect on some of the things that I saw from my favorite card store. It seems like more and more now it's becoming more normalized, more standardized for these card shops to start. They're not labeling or not. They're not putting their price on their cards. And look, I get it. I guess this is really going to depend in the area that you're from. Look, but here at least, this is not a very big slab market. Whether if it's PSA, CGC, Beckett, or our favorite Tag, it's not a big graded slab market out here. What you're really going to see is going to be raw cards. So a lot of these new shops popping up are buying a bunch of raw cards. But whenever they buy them, sometimes they go ahead and label them. They go ahead and mark them the day of or the day after, and then they put them on their shelves. You know, and if you guys don't know, or if you guys are extremely aware, the market fluctuates a lot. It always has and always will. Well, I mean, but right now though, at the moment, the beginning of July, it seems like the Pokemon market has kind of hit like a steady pace. You know, nothing really crazy popping off, nothing really crashing except for Chaos Rising, but everyone already knew Chaos Rising was eventually gonna crash. It happens with every single set. So even if you're a Greninja fan, like I told you guys, like Chaos Rising is basically Mega Greninja or bust. Yes, it is the first Mega Greninja card available, but it's not a strong set. So you're seeing it crash, but you're seeing everything kind of crash or everything kind of correct, if you will. So honestly, I think this is a fantastic time that maybe even if you kind of stepped away from the hobby, you go in to start purchasing for the future. I've been saying it for a while. Collect Cosmo Holo Swirl cards or Cosmo Holo cards, just like every other basic ass trainer or every basic ass collector. And sure enough, like, you know, everyone's regurgitating the same information, but I did that, picked up a couple tip picks, you know, Cosmo Swirls. We're talking about couple Totodiles, Totodile being one of my favorite Gen 2 Pokemon. And we did get a non-star or like a non-promo Totodile in Ascended Heroes. So I was able to pick up 4. You know, I would say maybe you would argue and say that I overpaid for these because the market value on these cards are like around 38 cents. But I went ahead and picked them up for 50 cents. You know, honestly, if I'm arguing with the store manager about like 10 cents on a 50 cents card, then I honestly shouldn't be in the hobby. Like, you know, 50 cents for a Cosmo Holo card, you should go ahead and do it. Honestly, I don't think it's too much of a big deal. Chikorita, I believe this one's from Ascended Heroes as well. I think we also got a Chikorita from Perfect Order. So we've gotten 2 Cosmo Holo Chikoritas in the Mega Evolution era, but this one from Ascended Heroes does a little bit better because the background allows you to see the Cosmo Holo pattern a lot better than the one from Perfect Order. I went ahead and picked up 2 Leafeons and also a Glaceon. Now these are promo cards. They have the stamps. They do. Not every single Cosmo Holo card is going to have a stamp. It seems like Pokemon has started taking some shortcuts. You could see it in some of the previous products. The one that I really noticed it from the very beginning was from the 8-10 Costco Prismatic Evolution bundle. All 8 Cosmo Holo cards in the front didn't have a black star, a black star promo stamp. None of them did. So unless you know what those are, there's a lot of people who are going to be skipping out on those. Of course, those cards were given to me by Ripping Robert. I went ahead and graded them with tag whenever the price was like 19 per box or 19 per slabs, and like 2 out of the 8 came back 2 out of the 8. Yeah, 2 out of the 8 came back for as 10s. And the 9s, well, I've been keeping them. I've been selling them. And as for the 10s, I think I'm decided I'm going to sell them. Like sell the 10s, keep the 9s for your collection. I should remember in the very beginning of this channel, I was saying like one of the biggest things that I enjoy is being a wabi-sabi collector. Wabi-sabi meaning that it's not a perfect card. It might be a little bit hard leaning to the left, a little bit to the right. It might have a little imperfection, but as long as you appreciate the card, go ahead and collect it, right? Because that's what we're in the hobby for. If you're a true collector, sometimes it's not about the condition of the card. Not every single card is gonna be pristine. Audio. It's not going to be pristine. Every single card is not going to be pristine. So it's okay with having 9s in your collection. If you grade, to make extra income on the side, obviously right now you might be struggling if you're not taking those big ass risks grading with PSA for $80 or tag for 150 or whatever. Grading with CGC is ridiculous. Don't even try to argue that shit in my comment. It's fucking ridiculous. But look, having 9s in your collection is perfectly acceptable. Selling the 10s so you can cover the cost of your next grading submission, also a viable plan. And I think you should go ahead and do it. Now, total Dow, there's 4 of these, 2 Tepics, a Chikorita, 2 Leafeons, Glaceon. Overall, for the Cosmo Holo selection, it wasn't bad. But what I enjoyed the most is, I've always told you this, if you're going to be collecting cards to resell down the road, you can collect whatever you want. Like rule number 1, collect what you like, right? That's also the same rule from every other YouTube content creator. So fuck it, I'm just going to go ahead and adapt it for my rule too, right? So rule number 1 when it comes to collecting, collect what you like. Rule number 2, that shouldn't be hard. Just like every other Pokemon content creator, collect Cosmo Holo Swirls. That is absolutely okay. I think the art on those, the holo pattern is something that we are missing in the standard rotation of Pokemon. But the fact that we're still getting them is pretty neat. But rule number 3, if you're going to be collecting some cards for reselling purposes, for investment purposes, always go with Black Star promos. Black Star promos do fantastic, especially in the English side. Yes, you're guaranteed a Black Star promo with every ETB, with every other promotional product, but you will not pull a Black Star promo from a Pokemon pack. This is standard knowledge, right? So the Black Star promos are still, like, in a sense, what you would say, a little limited. So collect those. So the first Black Star promo that I'm going to show you guys, honestly, it's only going to be 2, right? It's going to be Fennekin, and I'm going to go ahead and bring up the picture now. Right, so Fennekin. Honestly, this is a fantastic looking card. It really is. It looks great. And I kind of like that a lot. Look, we're getting a lot of starters. We're getting a lot of starters from the series, the first partner collection, second partner collection. We're going to be getting some starters in the 30th anniversary. But we always get starters with every single generation. But this Fennekin is a very nice card. Whenever we look at the artist is going to be Satoma. Satoma hasn't really illustrated a lot of cards. We're talking about 36 cards, and like it only has, I believe, maybe 3 full. No, it's a little bit more. Has a couple more art rares or illustration rares, whatever you want to collect, right? Whenever we look at the list, they've illustrated Primarina from Abyss Eye, so that one's going to be coming out. It's going to be a beautiful look. Sun and Moon, not a fantastic not a fantastic game. Primarina, a lot of people did not like Primarina just because it felt like, whether if it was a male or a female, like it looked like a female Pokemon. Now the typing, Water and Fairy, is a fantastic typing, and that Pokemon carried me through my Sun and Moon series. So I'm most likely gonna end up picking up Primarina. Audio. Sorry. Now Fennekin from Chaos Rising, or Ninja Spinner, whatever you want to call it. Audio is also one of those, fantastic looking cards, and that is going to be another starter. So they've done a first stage evolution, or like the starter, and then a second stage evolution on Primarina. If we keep looking at their list, they've also illustrated Togekiss from Mega Dream, or Ascended Heroes, if you will. Light palette colors. We look at Dugong from Phantasmal Flames. They also, kind of like an underrated card just because it's Dugong. Dugong has never really been anyone's fan favorite water type Pokemon. But if you're doing the same thing like my coworkers are, we're collecting a full art or illustration rare for every single Gen 1 Pokemon. This Dugong is a fantastic card. They also done Lily's Determination, but not a lot of people here on the western side or in the United States really collect trainers. But Lily, Sun and Moon character, and I'm probably gonna butcher this name, but Renucleus, or the final stage evolution of the Burger Mew, whatever you guys want to call it, that got released to us in Black Bolts. So, not to mention from the best set, Night Wanderer, aka Shrouded Fable. They've also illustrated Cresselia. So if you really start looking at the Pokemons that Satoma has illustrated, they're really good. But the one thing that I noticed about Satoma cards is that these, in theory, right, should be harder to grade. For one thing, and for the main reason being, these cards should be really hard to grade. And the main reason being is that they are printed with light colors, a light palette. So print lines, surface scratches, or anything like that are going to be detected like crazy. So if you're looking to make any kind of graded place, whenever you're buying some of these cards, you're going to have to be looking for the best condition, and you might have to buy multiple copies of these cards so you can go ahead and have the best shot of getting a 10. But even if you don't get a 10, all of these cards are fantastic. Cresselia is a great looking Pokemon, and the art on this one, fantastic. Like I said, Booger Mew, Final Evolution Booger Mew, not a crazy card. However, it's part of the Black Bolt series, so therefore it's going to be kind of hard to get overall or pulling it. So if you see it out there in the wild, maybe really do consider it of picking it up. Whenever we start looking at one of the other ones, Dugong should be fairly easy and fairly cheap to go ahead and pick it up. I believe it's still going for like around $3 to $4. But don't be surprised if down the road that ends up being a $20 card just because it's going to have the Gen 1 tax. Togekiss, great looking card, but also light palettes, light colors. So Fennekin, light palette, light color, beautiful looking card. Primarina looks like an amazing looking card, and it's gonna be the same shit. So for Satoma cards, I would say it's a small set. So if you like collecting cards from a certain artist, Satoma cards look great. They might be hard to grade just because of the light palettes. So whenever you see them for a reasonable price, don't be afraid to pick them up. My priority would probably be the final stage Burger Mew. Pick that one up. It's Black Bolt and Cresselia. Pick those two up. Shrouded Fable, low-key good set, and those cards, illustration rares or art rares, are kind of going up on price slowly, and it's a beautiful looking card. Like I said, final stage Burger Mew is going to be very hard to go ahead and pull that card out of a Black Bolt. So if you see it in a shop or in a convention, don't be afraid of picking up a couple of those cards for grading play, or just because maybe you like Satoma cards. As for all the other cards, look, Primarina, Fennekin, Dugong, Togekiss, they're going to be fairly easy to get, especially the ones that are coming from the smaller sets. Why? Well, you just get more hits of them. Like, say whatever you want, these smaller sets, they just give out more hits like that. There's more copy of these cards, so you should find a good gradable copy a lot easier. So let's look at the second card that I went ahead and picked up. Another promo card, Black Star promo card, and this could be argued as one of the ugliest Black Star promo cards, and that's gonna be Thundurus. So Thundurus, It's going for around $2. I managed to pick up my copy for less than that, just because not a lot of people are picking up this card. So whenever we start looking at the artist, so the artist of this card is going to be Anesaki Dynamic. They have illustrated a total of almost 200 Pokemon, different 200 Pokemon cards, and they've had some bangers. Whenever we look at the bangers, we're talking about Dual Blade from Niho Zero. You know, one of my favorite cards from that set, from Perfect Order. The art is just done so well. Now, like Thunderous from Black Bolt, it's not a great promo, but I understand why they went with... No, actually, it doesn't make any sense why they went with these two Pokemon for promo cards. Because isn't there like 4 genies, but we only got 2 different ETBs? Like, it didn't make sense. These cards should have been in standard pools. They should have done something different. Because, yeah, they should have done something different for the Black Bolt and the White Flare promo cards. If I'm being completely honest. I think it was like a stupid move from Pokemon. But, hey, Pokemon doesn't do anything wrong, right? Because everything still keeps getting bought out and there's nothing on the shelves. But whenever we keep looking down the list of other cards that they done, they also done Paldean Taurus, right? From Triple B in the Japanese sides, which makes that Paldean Fates? No. Or Paldean Evolve, maybe? I can't remember. But you got a Taurus. Some people would say like you can use this Pokemon for your Gen 1 Taurus collection. I mean, Ninja Spinner just gave us a regular Taurus, so you can probably go ahead and grade that one. Or go ahead and get that one. They've also done a couple trainer cards from the Pokemon Go series. But, you know, was that Blanche, which is going to be Team Aqua's gym leader. So, nothing crazy. But once you start looking at their Sword and Shield stuff, that's whenever you start seeing that this artist kind of really popped off. They did a Rayquaza VMAX. Great looking card, but probably they done some amazing rares like Kyogre, which obviously is going up on price. But the last one that they done that really kind of stands out to me, it's gonna be a Garchomp and Giratina GX tag team card. So Mr. or Mrs. Dynamic, I'm not gonna go ahead and assume, like, you know, assuming gets you in trouble now in these days. They've done a lot of cards, a lot of regular cards, not a lot of full art, illustration, artwork cards, whatever you want to call them, right? But some of the cards that they've done have been bangers. Honestly, when it comes to this artist, their best work has been earlier in their career. Whenever we're looking at the Tag Team GX card, fantastic looking card. Whenever we also look at, what was the other one? Oh, the Rayquaza VMAX, great looking card. I mean, they also did a Pokemon Go card, but Pokemon Go doesn't go that hard, which is kind of, I don't know, underrated? But maybe that's just me coming that I'm a Pokemon Go fan. I occasionally play that game whenever I can. As for the other cards, Paldean Tauros, not a very strong Pokemon, so that card should be very cheap to go ahead and find. And then the last couple cards, you know, Thunderous is a very cheap promo card that you can probably get under $2 still. So you can probably buy like $50 worth, $100 worth, and just hope that that card goes up to $5 and that you'll look at some significant margins a couple of years down the road. Maybe it won't go up, but that's part of the hobby. If you're looking to invest, to make a play, you know, you can potentially make $100 into $500 if a card like this goes up $5 to like $7, you know. But of course, having to offload them, you would have to offload them in a physical place. That way you're not paying for taxes or anything like that. The Dual Blade, great card. Probably one of the better arts, honestly, I would say, whenever it comes to this artist. So that's one of those cards that I would be picking up for a grading play down the road. Now, one of the last rules, or the first rule, right, is that you guys should always be collecting the stuff that you'd like to collect. And for me, well, let's go ahead and talk about this next card, illustrated by Kazuhisa Uragami. We're just gonna call him Uragami. And this one's gonna be a very easy set to complete for this artist, because the only card that they've done that they illustrated, and it's kind of underpriced. I think it's a fantastic looking card. That is going to be the Crobat from Ninja Spinner. So the Crobat from Ninja Spinner, I know it's probably not everyone's favorite art. There is a special art rare out there that has already been released in, I guess, in Destined Rivals, right? But Crobat is a fan favorite Pokemon. It's a great looking Pokemon, and this art just hits. Now, there's a stupid ass trend that goes in the hobby that every single time there's a Pokemon on top of a city, over a city, or in a city, they call it the Batman whatever. It's happened with the Mewtwo Batman, it's happened with the Absol Batman, it's happened with any other freaking city car Batman. So now we literally have a bat in a city. So I would officially say that this is the Batman card, right? It is the Batman card. There's no arguing that. It's a bat in a city, therefore it is Batman, right? A Batman card. But, you know, fairly cheap, great looking card. Is this card going to be hard to grade? Honestly, I don't think so. It should do really well. It should do really, really well. But if you really look at the card, it's a beautiful looking card. Now, for the last and final card that I went ahead and picked up, it's going to be one of my fan favorite cards. One of those cards that I wanted to pick up for the longest time. And I wanted to make sure I can go ahead and pick up this card in Japanese. And that's going to be... Is it Houndour? Or Houndoom, right? It's Houndoom, right? Crayons. This card is illustrated by Taiga Kasai. And honestly, I think Taiga Kasai is going to start experiencing a big blow up. Well, not necessarily a big blow up, but they've been hitting some bangers. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about the cards that have already come out. They've done like 3 cards. Mega attack rares. They've done 3 mega attack rares, and we're talking about Halucha, or Mega Halucha, Mega Gengar, and Mega Scrafty. And look, out of all the evolution Pokemons that we've gotten, they have a Mega Gengar, a Mega attack rare, Mega Gengar. Fantastic card. It's a fantastic looking card if you're a Gengar fan. I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to say something stupid like this Mega attack rare is probably better than the SAR. No, it's not, right? But it's good. It's good. The Mega Halucha card, you know, even if this is the first Mega Halucha card that we've got in an attack rare variant, it's good. It has those Hispanic origin colors. We're talking about the red, the green, the oranges. It's a beautiful looking card. It's a fantastic card. They got Scrafty too. Scrafty gives off good vibes. I really do like those cards. But whenever you start looking at some of the other cards that they've illustrated, they also illustrated a Celigore from White Flare. You know, it goes hard. That card goes hard. I need to pick up that card, honestly. And then obviously Houndoom. But you know, it's good to see about Kasai. The good thing about Kasai is the way that they probably got their way into the Pokemon scene as an illustrator is that they went ahead and illustrated a Greninja card for the Pokemon Illustrator Contest back in 2022, and it's a solid looking card. It's one of those cards that you probably don't hear a lot, but for a regular half art card, it's a great looking card. So honestly, they've done Greninja. But the last card that they went ahead and illustrated, or that we just got teased, their latest card is going to be none other than the 30th celebration Black Star promo Nidorina. They're doing a Nidorina, or they did a Nidorina, and it's going to be a Black Star promo. Now obviously at this fucking remix, man, I like to remix it like crazy. Alright, so by now you guys should already know that this is going to be a very, very popular card. It has a couple things going for it. First of all, it's a Black Star promo in the English side. Black Star promo. It is a Gen 1 Pokemon. It is the only thing maybe that hurts about it is that it's a second stage evolution, but there's a reason why they illustrated Nidorina. That's the 30th Pokemon in the Pokédex, right? That's the 30th Pokemon in the Pokédex. And I believe someone already counted how many Nidorenas there is in this Pokemon card. There is 30 Nidorenas. So it's an Easter egg on top of an Easter egg on top of an Easter egg on a Nidorina, on a Gen 1 Pokemon for a promo card. It's gonna go. It's gonna be expensive. That's gonna be one of those cards that, yes, you'll probably see multiple copies out there, and if you do, go ahead and pick them up. But you know, Houndour, hold on, it's Houndoom. I fucking knew it. Jesus Christ. Alright, but like Houndoom, I think it's a solid pick from Shrouded Fable. Like I said before, I love that set. It's one of those low-key underrated sets that, even though a lot of people, a lot of scalpers, a lot of flippers, a lot of the investment bros talk shit on that set for what it was in the Scarlet and Violet era, whenever you start looking at the value of art rares in Shrouded Fable, they do well. Shrouded Fable's art rares carry that set, and it's still fairly cheap, but I'm almost positive that the ETB Shrouded Fable is a little bit more expensive than the Twilight Masquerade ETB. And that's a Greninja set, you know. But Houndoom, great looking card. Is probably not my favorite card, but one of those things that I've always said before is that the Houndoom cards just don't miss. Whenever they illustrate a Houndoom card, even if it looks a little dumb, they always nail them. And I'm glad that I finally got to add this Houndoom to my collection. Yeah, I paid a little bit under $10, but it's a great card. So once again, a recap: we got Houndoom, we got Crobat, or the Batman card, we got Thundurus, a super cheap Black Star promo card. Honestly, this was probably one of my future investment plays. I'm gonna buy a bunch of them, and I'm just gonna hold on for a while, and we'll see what happens. If it doesn't grow, I'm not gonna be too devastated. It'll probably be harder to get rid of, but at $2 per card, oh cool. Oh, here's your birthday, here's a Thundurus Black Star promo card, you know, to my friends, to collectors. You know, I'm not losing sleep over a $2 card if it never blows up. It's a safe investment. And then Fennekin, favorite art that I picked up today. And of course, the Cosmo promo cards. Cosmo Holo promo cards is where some of the best looking holos are still, and you guys should really consider picking some of these up for 50 cents. If you guys can find them for 50 cents and stuff like that, go ahead and do it. But make sure that you understand what you're looking for. There's going to be two variants out there now. We're going to have the Black Star promo Cosmo Holos, and then we're going to have your regular Cosmo Holo foil cards out there in the Mega Evolution era that don't have a Black Star. So keep yourself aware and make sure you have a good eye for that holo pattern, and just collect what you guys want to collect. Aside from that, if you guys enjoy this kind of content, or there's a couple cards that you want to go ahead and add to your collection, drop it down in the comment. Let me know if there's a certain card that you really like, and maybe I should go to the shop and see if I can go ahead and pick it up. Drop it down. Also from that, I really do hope that you guys are having a fantastic day. The wind is getting a little crazy. Oh well, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.